Wow. Absolutely wow. What a way to start a live stream. I heard. I look over.
My name is Father Ryan Adorjan, and
yes, your name is Father Ryan. Are you better now? Are you better? Are you better? Are you better now? Do you want to go lay down? Go find Troy. Oh, the poor thing. I think she's fine. I think what happened is she ate too much grass and then, but it's like right when I'm starting, I look over and, okay, so we are making a Southwestern chicken salad. I'm super excited about this. This recipe calls for some tortilla strips that I made. They called for flour tortilla strips, but I made it with corn tortilla strips. I baked them for at 425 for 12 minutes. I probably should have gone 8. So anyway, let's see what we have here. So flour tortilla chips with cumin and all that. I just used my taco seasoning that I make. A minced shallot. We're going to do that. Apple cider vinegar, my apple cider vinegar. And a bunch of other stuff, romaine. But the coolest part, you guys, okay. The coolest part is I needed to make my own pickled onions, which I did. So this is a vinegar pickle. This is not a fermented pickle, of course. And it needs to sit for a little bit. We're not going to put those on the salad for until the end. Until the end. So what we do need to do is start cutting stuff up, and I'm going to get my platter because we're gonna plate this like I plate all of the other ones. So let's go. Oh, it calls for a rotisserie chicken. I forgot
to unlock your iPhone first.
Siri's talking to me. Okay, Siri, stop. Okay. No, I don't.
Sorry, I can't search for that person. Calls from who?
Siri, stop.
Okay, I won't do.
Where does Siri get off? Okay. So we're going to cut up a half cup of radishes first. And then we're going to get to the rest of this. So let's do that. I'm going to put it on my platter when it's time. I have been on the salad Odyssey. Those of you who have come in to see. Oh my goodness. I got the bacon. I've been on the salad Odyssey for, this is my 4th salad, I think. And I'm super... This one I'm excited about because it has Southwestern flavors. So we're going to cut these very thin and try not to chop my fingers off. All right, and currently diffusing in my living room, I have Copaiba, I have lavender, and I have, mint, all at the same. So I did 5 drops of Copaiba, 4 drops of lavender, and 2 drops of mint. And my house smells healthy. That's what I'll tell you. The mint isn't overpowering. The Copaiba is very, very woodsy, but light woodsy. And then, of course, the lavender, you know, it's just so calming. I have really, every day I learn more. Today I was talking to one of my friends, and her daughter has extreme anxiety and is on a number of number of psychotropic drugs, which I think is really strange because she's so young. But they're trying to make the switch from Western medicine to something a little bit safer for young people because the side effects are doing bad things. Hold on one second. Oh, you know. So that was a nice conversation. We didn't make any decisions today, but we're going to get back together on Sunday on Zoom and see what is best. They're going to consult their doctor and hope that their doctor is on board with non-traditional but safe methods of treating things. So I don't know if that's where I'm going to leave them, but that's what that's going to look like right now. All right. So I've done that. I did that. So I'm going to go ahead and make my dressing, which consists of lime juice and lime zest, shallot, apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, and a 1/3 cup of oil. So we'll put this in my oil shaker. So I've had this for years. It's actually for eggs, but I use it for salad dressings, and it's wonderful. The only problem is it broke right here. So I've had a piece of tape here for probably 6 years. So I need to melt this. I need to do this. So I'm going to go put this in the microwave. Pardon the mess. Put this in the microwave and then work with the lime and get that zested. So I don't know if you remember. Oh, I just spilled half of it all over. All right. So back in October, Troy and I got a really good deal on limes. So we went ahead. Okay, so this is now dirty. So we went ahead and bought like 40 limes. And then I juiced them all. And so we've had fresh frozen lime juice all year long. So, and I froze them into tablespoon pieces. So I've had it all year long. Please get the thumbs up. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Thumbs up, hands down. Thumbs up, hands down. I have no idea what that was about. Thumbs up. Hands down. Thumbs up, hands down. I don't know. I can't help you. I can't help it. It's so beautiful. Isn't that from, what is that from? Bees, flies, ants? I don't know. I can't help it. Don't go into the light. I can't help it. It's so beautiful. Oh, gosh. Yeah, okay, fine. So we're going to try to get this salad made in an hour, so I'll stop being silly. If you would like to, you may please share out the wine. So we're zesting the lime. My lime should be ready now. This is my favorite zester. It works really well. Maybe I should get more light on there for you. There we go. So what's going on, Tim? How are you? How's your week shaping up? We had an English department meeting today, and it was pretty our principal had promised us a new an English FTE, in other words, another English teacher, because he wants more AVID classes, which is advanced advancement via individual determination. That's what the program stands for. So he had promised in AVID meetings that yes, they would, if they were going to do more AVID classes, which are mostly English teachers, they're going to do more AVID classes, then they're going to, they would go ahead and hire another English teacher. Well, he had a staff video. He doesn't do meetings with us anymore. Our principal had a staff video, and then he has Google Notes that go along with it. So I was like, cool. I asked, so are we going to get a new full-time English teacher? And he said, I don't know where you got that idea. And so I told my English department, all of whom are at the AVID teachers who are teaching the extra AVID classes, and they went ballistic because in 2 separate meetings, he had promised us another English teacher. You know, we're already at capacity with 36 to 40 kids in a classroom. To be down another English teacher we'd be way over. That doesn't even consider what, what school's going to look like in the fall. What is school going to look like in the fall? Certainly isn't going to look like it looks today, where you have 40 kids in a classroom crammed into a room, maybe 4 times the size of my kitchen, 40 kids. Hopefully they'll be doing rolling attendance, where you come in half a day and then you're gone for half a day and another group comes in. That's my hope. Well, I now have hot lime juice. So we'll put that in with the zest and the cold lime juice. And there we go. So there's our lime juice with lime zest. And oh, my phone, come on. This is a new recipe for me, so I am following it. I am not making this one up. Okay, whisk together lime zest, lime juice, shallot. Oh, I have to cut up the shallot. Apple cider vinegar, Dijon mustard, honey, pepper. Okay, that's fine. Okay, I guess too much time to think. Okay. Oh, sorry. So tell me, Tim, I'm going to stop talking. What's going on with you? I think that's too much. I think I did too much lime juice. Hold on. I think it's supposed to be a half cup. And I'm pretty sure I did a cup. Nope, that's a half cup. That's a half cup. Good. Woo! Woo! Okay. Get this out of the way. So, Tim, what's going on with you? Tell me. Alyssa's, okay. My sister, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh. Blessings. And I'm really thinking about you. Let's go ahead and cut up the shallot. Thank you for sharing that, Tim. Thank you for sharing that. I'm so sorry about your sister. I'll leave that alone, but I that's just such a shock to one's system, you know? What do I do with it? There it is. Okay, we'll use that as our garbage bowl. We're going to chop this up small. They said she had a massive heart attack due to the 61-year-old, and I just talked to her the day before. She was fine. She had a massive heart attack. You know, I will tell you this. Heart disease is one of the #1 killers of women, and they always think of it as men, and oftentimes women can't tell this. They don't know. We don't know. My mother had a massive heart attack, but survived when she was 45, maybe 50. My brother died of a massive heart attack at 46. It's just so, I don't need to talk about it. I'm sorry. It's just so hard. Oh, like I said, I'm thinking about you. Got tears in my eyes from the onion and from sadness. Okay, that's enough. Okay, got that. What else do I need in that? I need, okay. We'll put it in here. Go whine someplace else. Stella, be a good dog today. So since Troy and I have been here with Stella, she has become a super whiner. A super whiner. And I think it's because we give her time and attention. Like Troy, and I'm not being mean, but every time Stella runs to the door, Troy gets up from whatever he's doing to run to the door and open it for her. And I'm just like, you know, you're training her to go to the door and expect to be let out. Well, I don't know what else to do. Well, you know, because then that behavior, she expects me to do the same thing, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to let her out every 5 seconds. I want her to be the good dog that waits patiently until it's her turn. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. It's fine. She was 2 years older than me. We were very, kind of reminds me of my experience with my sister, Tim. 1 tablespoon apple cider vinegar, and I'm using my own apple cider vinegar. 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. So let me show you what I'm doing here. I don't necessarily measure out my Dijon mustard. I just hope it isn't too much. Okay, 1 teaspoon. There we go. A teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a teaspoon of honey. Okay. Honey, we're just gonna go, that should be a teaspoon. Black pepper, 1/4 teaspoon. All right. And I think that's it. Let's see. Oh, and a 1/3 cup oil. I gotta get oil. And I will measure this out because I don't want it to be too, let's see, what do we have? So we want a 1/3 cup oil. All right. There's nothing I do not like an overly oily salad dressing. You know what I'm saying? It's just, bleh. Okay. And we'll taste this afterwards. Bet you it's going to be limey and delicious. Limey and delicious. Somebody else is here. Let's give us a thumbs up, or else that's me that's here. It could be me. Okay, let me get a thing and taste it. See if we need more honey. Okay, I'm gonna taste it. Troy got a gift from, this one isn't good enough. Troy got a gift from my niece. Because I don't know if you've ever, if you look at the beginning pictures in my videos, it comes to the picture, and sometimes Troy, he looks just like that. People actually stop him on the street and wonder if he is the dude from The Big Lebowski. And I'm like, okay. He also, if he brushes his hair right, like when his hair was short, he looked just like Ernest Hemingway. I got a couple pictures that I'll post on Facebook. It is insane. He looks just like Ernest Hemingway. Cheers. Let's see how it tastes. That's very good. It's tart enough without being too tart. Yeah. I love the shallot. Ooh, 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 ooh. I'm going to bring a couple napkins over here because my eyes are watering, which means my nose is going to run. Phone call? Okay. I have two great names. Okay. All right. Let's put that olive oil back and let's get to the rest of this. So, set aside. We have that set aside. All right. Toss together chopped chicken, avocado, and romaine slices and radish slices. We're not going to do it that way. We are going to keep everything separate, so you have to take a little bit of each. So like right here, we have our radishes, and right next to that, I'm going to put our chicken. There we go. And a little bit for me. So our radishes are chicken. I'll cut the avocado last, but we'll go with some romaine, a head of romaine. And we will wash this. I'll cut it first, though. I'm going to cut this way and this way so we have nice size pieces. Am I buffering? Hey, Carrie Ann, Jeff and John, how are you? Thank you for stopping by. I had a really good time in your live stream today. This is the salad Odyssey. We have been doing a salad every Wednesday for the last 4 weeks, and I do believe that's what we're going to do. I think next week is going to be, we're going to do a fried chicken and bacon salad, which, of course, I've got to get my bacon made. Okay. That's beautiful and a mess. We're going to put the avocado right here when it's time. I need to get some bacon going. So thanks for coming live stream. Really appreciate it. Certainly. I had some time finally. One of the problems with being an online teacher, having had no training, is that you have to you have to spend a lot of time trying to figure this out. So I'm going to start some bacon up. So let's do that. Of course, I have my my bacon ends and bits. I hope I have some pieces left instead of just fat. Otherwise, I'm going to have to go into the other one. I might have enough. I have a couple big pieces of fat, that's for sure. That has some meat on it. We'll save that. So I don't have to have a lot. It just needs to be enough for garnish. So we're going to heat this up, cook this through, cut it into bite-sized pieces. It would be nice if you could see it, wouldn't it? Yep. And this is a little fatty piece, but it has some meat on it. It'll be good. It's hard to get around to everyone, but we always return and show our love. Thank you so much. You know, I don't have as much time as I used to last year. I am so glad the end of the teaching year is coming up, but I heard that my superintendent may decide to extend the year. I think if we do that, we're going to lose kids. We might be teaching classrooms of 2, you know, online classes of 2, because everybody's weary and everybody is looking for summer to come along. I don't think extending the school year is going to get us any more results. Kids are already exhausted. So Jeff, I made my own tortilla strips. I used corn tortillas and my own taco seasoning that I make. I brushed it with olive oil. I had the tortillas. I didn't cut them up. I brushed them with olive oil, and then I cut them, and then I sprinkled them, and then I cut them up, and this is what we get. Pretty good. I'm gonna put this right here. Might be a tad overdone, but at least they're crunchy. Okay. I'm going to bring you over here to do the bacon. Get this pan started. I'm going to have you watch this for a second, and I'll be right back. I actually have to go to the bathroom. So hold on. It'll be a minute, 1 minute. Watch this and make sure it doesn't go anywhere. All right, there we go. Those are some good sounds. That's what I want to hear. Smashed it, darling. Thank you. So we can let this go while we go ahead and let's see what the next thing is. We have to wait for our pickled onions to do its thing. Okay, so basically that's it. We just have to cut our avocado. So why don't we come over here? We'll cut the avocado. We'll put it back together. We're not going to take it out of the, we won't take it out of the skin yet. When Troy and I sit down to eat, then we'll pull the avocado out. That way we don't have to worry about, it browning. So I don't know if I told you guys, I was so mad. They were doing a review on me. So we're just gonna slice it this way, and then we're gonna put the seed back in, and then when Troy and I eat, we'll pull it out. But the school did my evaluation, my online evaluation, or they did my evaluation on online teaching, and I was really, really, really nervous about that because I hadn't ever, I've taught hybrid classes for college, so I just put the seed back in there, and I'm going to cover it. I've taught hybrid classes for college, but I have never, hi, Anna! I have my eval next week with your principal. I had my eval with Evelyn Norquist, and she moved me up to distinct. This is so interesting. I had myself at proficient all the way down because distinguished seems pretty difficult. It seems hard to achieve. And she moved me up to distinguished for lesson plans, for relationships with students, there's like 4 things. I was like, oh my God, I know, okay, let me stop being humble. I know how to make relationships with students because all you have to do really is look in their eyes. If they're willing to show you their eyes, and then say something to them, and then try to figure out what they're about. That's as hard as it is. Hey, Tim, my friend Anna. Tim, I don't know, you were here for, Elisa, I don't know if you were here, but I made cornbread the other day, and Anna's the family, Anna in here is the family that I made it for because I knew how much they love my cornbread, and I needed desperately to do something for someone. I needed to do something good because I was in a super funk, like super funk. And so I was like, I'm going to make some cornbread, and I'm going to bring it to somebody who cares. Not that my husband doesn't care. My husband is so gracious and so kind. Oh, sorry, I did it again. I sliced it, I put the seed back in, and I'm putting it on top. Now, this isn't pretty, you guys, this way, but it will be once. So this is what it looks like right now with the big avocado sitting there. But it will be pretty when Troy and I pull it out. And I think that bacon's looking good. You were there. You were a terrific teacher. And the cornbread rocked our world. Breakfast next morning with warm butter and honey. You put honey on all that. You know how much sugar is in that cornbread, Anna? There's like a cup of sugar, but hey, honey's good for you. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. That's going to be great. I should have used some of the bacon fat. So, Tim, I'm no longer vegan. But that's all right. I feel healthy. I feel better. And one of the reasons I feel healthy and better is not just that I am doing good things with my diet. I'm doing good things with my diet. This is not a lot of bacon, and it's going to be for 4 plates. So 2 dinner plates and then 2 lunch plates tomorrow. But you guys, I discovered something. I now have anecdotal evidence that lavender and Copaiba on my feet at night works. So what I do is well, let me show you what that lavender looks like, first of all. I'll be right back. Okay. Because essential oils that are covered on your skin actually can penetrate better. So I put some light cotton socks on, and I sleep like a baby. I am not lying to you. I am not lying to you. But last night, I forgot to do lavender and Copaiba on my feet, and this is the first time in a week. And I woke up every hour on the hour, just restless and having nightmares and all that. The reason I started doing this, okay, you guys know that the bacon's done, so I'm going to turn that off. The reason I started doing this is because I've had almost nonstop nightmares for the last 4 weeks. Like I'll have a nightmare a night. It's anxiety. That's what it is. It's just anxiety. So the lavender and Copaiba, unbelievable. So once again, you guys know this. I'm a dōTERRA wellness advocate. I am so close to done with my certification for as an essential oil specialist. I could start, what I love about it is I can start spouting off the science right now. I'm going to go put these back so I don't drop them in something and we try to eat them. But I have such a wonderful feeling about essential oils because my experience is really, I can talk about it from a personal perspective. Like, I mean, how many times, do I tell the story every day in my live streams? I won't tell the whole story, but I was sick for 6 weeks. Even though I'm up on my probiotics, I'm eating sauerkraut, I'm drinking my beet kvass, I'm doing my milk kefir, which, by the way, I wonder if it started to set up yet. Oh, finally. Okay, so my last milk, I'll come back to the other story. My last milk kefir, I had let go almost to cheese, but then I strained it and made it into a water kefir or a milk kefir that I could actually drink. Tastes a little cheesy, but it was really good. And then this has been out for 2 days, but our house has been between 60 and 64 degrees at night, so it hasn't fully fermented. So it's just starting to ferment. Normally, it only takes 24 hours. So let's do this. Bacon on. We'll move the avocado. Sprinkle bacon all over the lettuces. Yeah, I don't even think I'm going to strain out the... So, where was I? I was saying something. Oh, I was talking about anecdotal evidence. Since I started using essential oils, I feel like my health, along with, using my probiotics and all of that, I feel like my health is just improving incrementally day by day. Incrementally day by day. And also, it could be the fact that I'm getting a regular, hold on. Oh, you guys, whenever I live stream, I'm getting regular, Tim, go for it. I can't. I mean, I don't eat, I haven't had steak in forever. I haven't had ground beef in forever. The peppermint, like the beads, do you take those? Are they good? You must have a dōTERRA. Oh, that's right. Stacy's dōTERRA, right? She does dōTERRA. Yeah, I just feel so good. Stella, I don't, unless you need to go out because you're sick, I really don't want to do that right now, okay? So we'll just leave it like that. This is not the prettiest salad. I suppose if I forgot the onions. Are they, oh, they're good. They're good, they're good, they're good, they're good. So these are my pickled onions. I should taste them because I have no idea. Let's go ahead. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And I put, so super easy to do a vinegar pickle. You have to go away. You cannot be underfoot right now. Go. This was a 3/4 cup. Let me do it this way. This is 3/4 of a cup of water. It was hot water with a half cup. I don't know. I made it up on the spot. Half cup of red vinegar. I think a 1/4 cup of sugar and red pepper flake. It's got the perfect amount of heat. I'm all about it. Ooh, I want some peppermint beads. Okay, I'm just going to do this. I don't need a lot. We're going to put it all over everything, though. Pickled onion. This is going to be super pretty. This part is. Okay, come on. Come apart. Okay. I think that's good. You know what? I'm going to go ahead. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead. I want the avocado out of and I want that on the salad because I would like to take a picture of it. I think what I'm going to do, though, I think I'm going to change this a little bit. So it is about presentation, you guys, a little bit. So I'm going to take this and sprinkle all over here, along with those pickled onions. We're going to move this over a little bit, and we're going to move this over. So, assembling the plate. So we have the chicken over here with radishes and pickled onions. And then we're going to put the avocado around. And I'll take a lime and squeeze it on there. So let's see. I need a big spoon. Let me get a big spoon. I'll be right back. Where's my, there we are. This is a very ripe avocado. What is that sitting on? Why is that crooked? Okay, I'll take this piece. I sliced that other avocado and I don't know if I need it. Troy would probably like it though. We're going to fan this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is there something under here? Why is it sitting crooked? Okay, that's pretty. Should I put the other avocado around here? What do you think? I think I will. And then some more pickled onion on top. Oh, my nose! Okay. That's a big old piece. There you go. Okay. I think we're doing good. Okay. Then we'll put the other half on this side. You guys, thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it. I know it's like super not exciting sometimes, but I do appreciate the company while I am making dinner for Troy and I. Okay, so we have enough for this right here and this right here. All right, a few more pickled onions. And I think it's gonna be good. I also need to make sure I get some lime on that avocado. It looks like a big mess, doesn't it? No, that's pretty, isn't it? I think that's pretty. Maybe if we got some of these things out of there. All right. So just a few more pickled. So just a few more pickled onions. That's something. Troy will love to look at this. Okay. And I should get a lime. What did I do with that? I used the whole lime, didn't I? Ah. Okay, I'll get another one. Oh. I think I'm going to put these off to the side in a shot glass. That'll be good. Yeah. Stacy wants the recipe. Oh, sure. Stella. So this is Southern Living Southwestern chicken, Southwestern chicken, chopped chicken salad. And you can do it with whatever you delete. I don't even think it called for bacon. I think I just automatically thought it needed bacon. Okay. All right, here we go, you guys. How's that? You like that idea? I think it's beautiful. All right, and then we have the dressing that we'll put on at dinner. But you know what? We have a few minutes left. We have some things we can talk about. I would like to have a glass of wine and chill with you guys. And you know what? Maybe I'll just put dressing. I'll put this lime dressing around the edges on the avocado so that it doesn't, it doesn't brown. We'll just do a little bit. There we go. Voila. What do you think? I think it's gorgeous. I think we need to get this. Cooking a little bit. I have potato leek stew. I've got a bunch of lemons. Bunch of onions, another lemon. I think I can get this salad in here. All right, let's see. We did it! Another recipe in an hour without, there we go. without running out of time. I always run out of time. So that's beautiful, beautiful. That's beautiful. Let's go ahead and get these pickled onions in a jar. I'm going to pour myself a glass of wine before that happens, and then we'll just chat for a couple minutes. I think the Wednesday salads are it's just a wonderful idea. So, excellent. I'm just happy. I'm very happy. This live stream, you guys make me very happy. So I will say cheers. I did get word that Troy may be going back to work soon. That's kind of scary, considering the industry he works in. They are going to, they're going to scale in people like they scaled back. So when Troy was laid off, they laid off in increments. He's furloughed, not laid off. And what's the problem is that even though the hospital said, yeah, we think we have enough gear for when the surge happens, go ahead and let dentists open up. The problem is that the dentists don't have enough PPE. So they can only have 1 to 2 people in the clinic at the same time. So I'm just gonna, there's a computer in the way. Am I buffering? Let me see. Am I buffering? Oh, I got a commercial. I don't want a commercial. Okay, I'm not buffering. We'll put this over here for right now. I want some of the hot red pepper flakes in that jar, so I'm straining out what we don't need of the vinegar, and we're going to put those hot pepper flakes in there. So if they only have a couple people in the clinics at a time, that means that they're not doing a lot of crowns. They're down volume 80%. So if, we don't know when Troy will be going back. Right now, it's okay. Considering the government's generosity weekly check, we are okay. And then my student loans have been put into an administrative forbearance. So that's good. Because, that's almost $1,100 a month. So, yeah. So, pickled onions. So, when he goes back, I'm sure they have to have a plan in place for safety. They have to have a plan in place for safety. So I know he'll follow all the precautions. What we're worried about are his coworkers. We're worried about his coworkers thinking it's all a hoax on a ventilator. And listening to them talk, because, I had video conferences with them, their color, their cough, it's a cough I've never heard before. And they had what they called a mild case. I've never heard a cough that comes from all the way down here, and then you can't get breath back in, and then finally your lungs let you breathe. So I'm not one to believe this is a hoax. And I just wish people wouldn't. I want everybody to be safe, and I want everybody to take care of themselves. Oh, I got to get off of it. I got to get off of it. Anyway, I started telling a story. Let's like get off of that altogether. I started to tell a story about my principal saying we didn't need a full-time English teacher. Where'd you get that idea? And everybody said, well, you're the one who said it. And then he came into our English meeting and was like, oh, no, because we had a department meeting and actually our department showed up, okay? All of us were there. And he's like, wow, I hope this isn't an ambush. It's like, no, it's a department meeting. Anyway, he asked why we needed a full-time teacher. And our AVID coordinator, who happens to be an English teacher too, said, well, doctor, we have, now everybody's teaching, everybody who teaches AVID is teaching more AVID. That means it takes directly away from English. So we need a full-time teacher. And he's like, a full-time FTE? You know, that full-time, yes, yeah. Yeah, because you have over 7 teachers taken away doing something else, which means there are 7 English classes, which is an entire day of classes that aren't being taught. I think he felt a little bit ambushed, but he relinquished and said, yes, we can do that. I have it in the budget, but I'm so glad that I was not in the other meetings with the other teachers who heard that we were going to have another English teacher. So I was really pleased that he was willing to do that. He said he was going to do it earlier, but I'm glad he understood that he really did need to do it. So thank you, Alyssa. I do know that Troy will do the right thing. He will take, they have to provide them with the protective gear that will save them, but basically, or will keep them safe. I think we got a package. Let's go see. But basically, right now the dentist office don't have enough stuff. That was UPS. Let's see what UPS brought us. You stay. You don't need to go out there. Hey. Back up. Look at her peeking out the door. So one of these is my protective shield for my new iPhone. You guys, I got a new iPhone 3 months ago. And I've had so much trouble with it. It's the iPhone 11. It's so big. Troy and I decided, since this is the phone I'm going to have for the next 4 years, that we would sell back. Oh God, these are dirty and gross. We would sell back or sell the iPhone 11. Did you get your chip? It might be a little hot. We would sell the iPhone 11 and I would get an iPhone SE, the new SE that came out. So you got man. So we did that. We lost $200 in the process, which is a lot of freaking money. So this is my premium protective glass, which goes over, and then I don't know what this one is. Oh, these are our seeds. So oh man. This package is destroyed. We are going to start seeds late and probably have tomatoes and jalapenos in September. Most people will be enjoying their salsa. Okay, we got our jalapenos. I don't know where our tomatoes are. Anyway, we've been having a real hard time finding seeds. We've had to buy them online. We've been having we couldn't find any tomato plants, so we had to buy seed, but that's fine because, you know, it's still getting down to 30 degrees. I got to wash my hands, sorry. The sink is a mess. It's getting down to 30 degrees still. So what would have been nice is if we could have started our jalapenos and tomatoes as plant inside, you know, that would have been really nice. But we were busy trying to figure out how to do this COVID thing. So we finally found some seeds. And like I said, Minnesota's growing season starts so late and it's so short, we should have some plants by September. But in the meantime, we will have lettuces and herbs. Ow! Lettuces and herbs and things like that. So we're going to have a pretty good container garden because Tim, I don't know if you know, and Alyssa, I don't know if you know, I did get Daddy Curb's green stock. It's a long time in the coming though. We did 3 weeks ago and it might be another 2 weeks before we get them. So anyway, you guys, it's been an hour. We had a small group. That is okay. Michigan gardener. What about, wait, Tim, tell me, what do you mean by that? Like for seeds or for plants? Okay, that's good to know. I'll know next year. My hope is that next year we will start some plants inside. We're going to start with 3 tiers of the green stock, and then next year we're going to go up to 5 because it's a lot of money to start a. It's a lot of money to start a garden, whether you are digging it up or you are doing a container garden. But oh my God, the potting soil. We went with mid-grade, and I think to get 50 cubic, maybe we did 30 cubic feet. I think we did 30 cubic feet. Cost us almost $50. So said to order them in the fall. That way you have them for spring and they're a little cheaper. That's the answer. That's the answer. It's going to be funny for us to think about gardening when the weather is dipping down into the teens, you know. But you guys, I promised myself I would only live stream for an hour anytime I live stream. Yes, I live stream 3 times a week, but I'm only going to do it for an hour, whether people come in or not. I enjoy it. I enjoy your company. I get stuff done. I talk about things. So I'm going to do my thing. Let's see if I can get through it. I want to remind you to sustain your mind and body with good thoughts and good food. I want you to focus on your dreams. And I want you to seek tranquility. If you can get a little bit of that tranquility, you will experience love, hope, and joy. I will give you a call because dirt is dirt cheap here. Oh, maybe you can ship some. I'm going to show you. I know you've seen my backyard before, but I don't know if you understand how small it is. Are you coming out? Okay, this is our deck. It's the same size as our kitchen. Nice and small. But, you know, good enough for 2 people, right? Guess who's been sitting in those chairs for 20 years? Right. Oh, and Tim, I am building the Try and Karen Play Hooky video. There's our backyard, and actually, so the next house is close. Let me show you how much of this. So where this is, this you know, stone, that's where our property line is. So where Stella has her path, this path, she's like marked out our property line, and then this marks out our property line. So there's 3 feet that we don't even own. And then our garden area is back here. Oh, we had the most beautiful fire. I should have live streamed that yesterday. But our garden area, got to make sure not to step in poop, is right here. But we had a problem a couple years ago where right over here, there was a shed and there were two homeless junkies living in it. And they would take their feces in a bucket and dump it into our garden on our garden plant. So we haven't had, was that 2 years ago? That was 4 years ago. We haven't had a garden since because that was disgusting. Can you believe that? They were living in the shed. Okay, so this shed here, okay, this is an abandoned house over here, but this shed here is bigger than the one they were living in over here. Now, we have a great neighbor now. He's just done some siding and really been working on his house. Is getting to be great friends with Stella. Hey, Stella. Stella. Hi, sorry. Stella, come on. That's the fence we tried to build. We're no good at that. So, we have a good neighbor now, but we didn't do a garden. We were thinking about doing a garden the last couple of years, and we're like, I mean, are those human feces even contaminated? I mean, what? So we're just gonna do container gardens. We'll put the containers eventually in the garden, but for the first year, we're just gonna keep the one on the deck, and we can roll it around. So yes, hooky time. All right, you guys, I've already done my spiel. I'm going to end the stream. Thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate it. And I will see you, well, I don't know, Saturday for sure at 5 o'clock, 5 to 6, 5 to 6 or 5 to 6:30. I don't want to go over an hour, but 5 to 6 or 5 to 6:30. So we'll see you later. Bye. Love ya.